Projecting Activity Diagram or UML from SBC Process Algebra. I'm Dr. William S. Chow. Chapter 1 SBC Process Algebra is the meta model or UML. We use SBC Process Algebra to make sure consistency between UML different diagrams. Because SBC Process Algebra is the meta model or UML, therefore, activity diagram can be projected from SBC Process Algebra. Therefore, we say activity diagram is a projected view of the SBC process of a system. Chapter 2 introduces SBC Process Algebra. SBC stands for Structure, Behavior, Correlations. SBC Process Algebra is the only language which is able to integrate the system structure and system behavior of a system. Because SBC Process Algebra is a formal language, we now talk about its entity, its syntax, and its semantics. There are many entities in SBC Process Algebra, such as operational call or operational return formula, or operational name and operation parameter list, such and such. We use an operational formula to describe an operation. There are two kinds of interaction. Type 1 interaction is an interaction between an outside actor and a COE object. Type 2 interaction is an interaction between the caller object and the COE object. SBC Process Algebra uses three Baker-Snell form rules to describe the syntax of the language. With the syntax of SBC Process Algebra, a system is then modeled as many summation of IFD. The first IFD is represented as G11 prefix, A12 prefix, A13 and prefix stop expression. SBC Process Algebra uses the transition rule to describe the semantics of the language. Here we show two transition rules, prefix rule and the summation rules. With the transition rule, we then get the transition graph of a system, shown in this figure. We can also use the transition graph to describe an IFD, as shown here. A transition graph is described by the transition relation T with three attributes. And with follow extension, the transition relation can be rewritten as T relation with 7 attributes. Now we have the summary of SBC Process Algebra. The transition graph is a single and only one diagram that SBC Process Algebra used to describe the semantics of an IFD. Now let's go to the final chapter. Chapter 3 talk about how to project a system's activity diagram from SBC Process Algebra. A system has many IFD, and an IFD transition graph is described by the transition relation, IFD relation with 7 attributes. In UML, an IFD's activity diagram is represented as shown here. An IFD activity diagram in UML is described by the transition relation AD IFD with 3 attributes. Now we have the projecting algorithm. Because there are 1 to n IFD. Therefore, we will do the looping for I from 1 to n. And for each looping, we will select 3 attributes from IFD relation. And we know IFD is a relation with 7 attributes. Thank you for your listening. Bye-bye.